Let me look at you. Turn to the side. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Look around it.
Yeah.
Cameron, you okay? So you that mad?
He's showing up.
Cam.
You got the spotlight.
Alright, get your feet then. Hey, Poopy. You trying to get out? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I start this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you have your bell turned on so that you'll be notified every time I drop another video. Also guys, make sure you click the link in the description down below and follow me on all my social media accounts. So guys, I am in the downstairs bathroom because Dion is screaming very loud right now. He's upstairs. Y'all listen. But anyways guys, I didn't plan on doing this video. I was gonna drop like the seafood mukbang that me, Dion, and Cam did last night. But I looked at my phone and I realized that today is my father's birthday. So I want to wish him a very heavenly, happy birthday. Hopefully he's up there enjoying some good cake. You know, hopefully he's up there, you know, looking down on your girl, shielding, protecting your girl, and stuff like that. But on a more like serious note, y'all, I didn't really just get the chance to just spend like, you know, a lot of like time with him and stuff like that. And it was like for multiple reasons and stuff like that, of course. But I just kind of like, I'm trying to go like all the way back in my memory bank. I think I have one photo of him minus like the photo that was on the obituary. Yeah, so I kind of like want to let you guys know a little bit about my father or whatever. I believe he would have been 52 years old. He was born in 70 or whatever. So his birthday was October 10th, 1970. So he would have been 52 years old. And because like the memories between me and him is so faint, I just really like realized what year he was born. This year, actually, at the beginning of this year, my mom had gave me an obituary of him, and I was like, no, keep it, because, you know, I don't want to lose it. I don't want to wrinkle it or anything like that. I'm going to try my best to find that one photo, and I'll probably just like have it somewhere up here, you know, throughout the remaining of this video or whatever. But I want to say the earliest memory that I have of my father would have been when I graduated from kindergarten. And at the time, the school colors was blue for Bulldogs. And I remember us, it was like so hot, so it could have been no more than like around May or June. And like we was like kind of just like standing outside, the building was brick, so it was a brick building. And he bent down on his knee, and I was like standing behind him in this like green dress or whatever. And at the time I was staying with a relative. Her name is Cassandra. And I didn't understand then or whatever. I didn't understand then why, because I thought that, you know, nobody wanted me, you know, as a kid, because I was kind of like, you know, house to house, whatever. But I realized like now looking back, like he had a, you know, addiction to alcohol. And I don't know what it was that drove him to drink himself to death. I don't know. But you know, having an addiction to anything is not good. So if you are one of those people that wake up drinking, go to sleep drinking, you may want to, you know, go and seek some, you know, help, because once your liver is gone, then you pretty much gone. And that's, you know, exactly what happened. So before I get into, you know, talking to him the night before he passed away, I kind of like I said, I'm trying to go into my memory bank to think of as many memories as possible. So that was one of them. You know, the picture that we took. Anyway, so that was like my earliest memory. There was another memory when I was at my grandfather's house, and he's no longer with us either. And he passed away at 103 years old. And that man dipped snuff. I think it's called snuff, like the little tobacco stuff that you put in the inside of your bottom lip. Like, that man did snuff to the day he died. Like, I remember he was up in the hospital. I think he was like maybe 97 years old at the time. And you know, like, the closer you get to 100, you start like getting in that, you know, childlike stage or whatever. And like, one of my uncles used to sneak the snuff inside of the hospital and put like a little bit in the inside of his lip. And you know, by the grace of God, he lived to see 103 years old, and we celebrated and had him a party and, you know, a gathering every year up until the day he passed away. I don't know why he passed away, but anyway, so we was at my grandfather's house, and that house, I don't think the house is like still standing, because I think after he passed away, his daughter, which is one of my aunties, she got it tore down, and she got a home built on top of, you know, the land or wherever it was at. But I remember my dad, he was laying down on the couch, and it was like late at night, and I was so hungry. Oh my God. And you know, as a little kid, you don't know nothing about pork and beans and neck bones, and you know, so I kept telling like my dad that I was hungry, like, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry. And I had found a can of chili, and I was trying to open it or whatever, and I couldn't open it. So I had brought the chili, and I had brought the what's it called, the can opener, to him, and he was just knocked out on the couch. I mean, he was so tired. He was laid out on his back. He had his arm like kind of like over his head or whatever, and like legs was like wide open. Like, he was tired, he was exhausted. And I kept like trying to wake him up, so I kind of like, I moved his hand off his forehead, and I was like trying to hand him the can of chili with the can opener, and I was like, I'm hungry. I just kept saying, I'm hungry, Dad, I'm hungry. So finally he woke up, and he did not open that chili for me. Y'all, he would have made me a plate of what was already cooked, and that was like beans and neck bones, and then I think it was like some pig feet or something like that. And so I'm sitting at the table, like, cause he went, as soon as he warmed up my food in the microwave, he went back on the couch and laid down. And so I'm like sitting at the table, like, and like the beans was kind of like sweet, you know, like, but it wasn't like, you can tell that the sugar wasn't cooked in with the beans, that he kind of just like sprinkled the sugar on top of the beans. Because you know, if you're a kid, adults think that, oh, if it's sweet, you will eat it. Like cornbread, if it's sweet, if it tastes like cake, then you'll eat it. And I taste them beans, and I'm just sitting there like, no. So when he wasn't, you know, obviously he couldn't see what was going on behind him, because I was in the kitchen and he was in the living room. But I threw that mess in the trash, and I went and got in the bed with, you know, one of my other relatives that was there. But that's another memory. Let's see, another memory was I was on the bus, and you know, everybody in our neighborhood, because the population is so small, there's probably, I mean, like when I was going to school, probably like 300 people. Now it's probably like less than 100, because everybody have moved off and doing really well for themselves, of course. Yeah, so I was on the bus, and around this time, like, you know, some stuff had took place, adult stuff, I guess, since I hadn't like really been around him like that or whatever. And so yeah, so I was on the bus, and I ended up like letting the window down to say bye to that specific person that was getting off the bus, which was one of my relatives, one of my older cousins. And he ended up, I think, what exactly did he say? He said something like, oh, look at there, because at that time, you know, it had been a while since we seen each other. And I was like, hey, Dad. And he was like, hey. And he was was walking towards the bus to like come see me or whatever, but the bus driver like drove off. And I remember like feeling so sad, like dang, like that was, you know, a time for me to see my dad and I couldn't. And so I don't know, it's like this is like a very like sensitive you know, situation for me. I don't really like cry about it no more, because you know, like some stuff you just kind of just inhale and like you kind of just like forget about over time. And even though like of course like you'll never forget like the memories you share with your especially your parents, but I just feel like, you know, like I've been through like other like hurt and pain and stuff like that, so therefore it don't really like bother me as much as it used to. But I do realize though, like if my dad was here, there's no doubt in my mind I would feel 100% protected. Like some of the things that I've had to experience, especially with me, and I know for a fact that he wouldn't go for that. He'll probably have a shotgun locked and loaded, you feel me? But I do feel like, you know, like some women are targets when they don't have people in their lives to protect them, like fathers. And so as I sit back and I analyze my life and stuff like that, I know that, especially when it comes to like disrespect and stuff like that, if my dad was living, he'll probably been and bust somebody in the lip. Like, because he didn't play no games, you know. He would have definitely been and whooped somebody behind if he was living. I'm 100% sure of that. I guess Baby Drake wanted to be a part of the video. But anyway, but yeah, so, oh Lord. So yeah, I truly feel that, you know, I feel like there's some things that my dad would definitely be proud of me about, but I feel like there's some things that he would be like very disappointed in me about. Would definitely be proud of how I've learned to like, you know, handle things on my own. I feel like he would be proud of how I am as a mother, and I just know that he would love all 3 of his grandkids. Those of you that don't know, I was the only child that my father had, and he spoiled me like crazy. Like literally, he spoiled me to death. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And anything that I wanted, I could get because I was the only child and I was his precious little girl. I think my dad passed away at 33 years old, and I'm about to be 30, so that means that he was practically still, you know, pretty much a baby, you know. But yeah, I feel like the most painful thing for me in this whole experience with not having my dad here with me is the fact that I was not able to say goodbye to him the way that I felt like I should have. You know, being a little girl, my dad passed away when I was 11, and the night before he passed away, I was able to talk to him. God allowed him to still be able to talk, and you know, even though he had, you know, failure to deliver, he was still able to talk. And he called my mom, and at the time we was living in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and he called my mom, and either my uncle and them explained everything to my mom, or he did, I don't know. But when I got on the phone with him, I remember him talking to me like, I feel like, you know, the last thing that he wanted to, you know, hear was my voice before he passed away. And oh Lord, it's getting kind of emotional up in here. But yeah, I do remember, you know, I very faintly remember like the conversation and stuff like that. But I do remember him telling me that he loved me and stuff like that, and we just like talked and just had like, you know, a regular conversation. And oh Lord. Lord. All right, let me wipe the tears away. Oh Lord. Oh God. I thought that I was like kind of like past the stage, but oh, I guess not. Oh God. Okay. Oh Lord, the tears are still coming. Oh Jesus. It's a lot of you know, built-in pain that sometimes you just gotta, you know, keep moving from or whatever. All we really have in this life is memories, you know. And I would say this: take as many pictures as possible. You know, like in today's time, you know, there's more technology. So if you got a phone, snap a picture every day of your loved ones, your kids, yourself. Yeah, snap more pictures. Do more activities, like create good memories, you know. And I feel like this is what my goal is, you know, to create as many good memories as possible and to create my own narrative. I believe that I have listened to enough wrong people in my life to the point where I feel like they have been the ones to create the narrative about my own life, and they've been the ones to control the narrative. And now I have taken that power back 100%. I'm writing my own story. I'm taking my own advice. I'm trusting myself. I'm not going to anybody for advice. So yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think of some more memories, y'all. I would tell you guys his name and stuff like that, but I'm just realizing, like, that is definitely not a good idea. People will go researching and pulling things to be very, very disrespectful. Like, people don't care. If they don't like you, they gonna disrespect you, period. If they don't like you, they gonna disrespect you. I don't want anybody disrespecting my father, because, you know, he's dead. So, like I was saying, I would tell y'all his name and you know, stuff like that, but it's not worth the disrespect that is gonna come with it. You know, my father, he's resting in peace, and I want him to remain resting in peace. I know he's probably turning over in his grave knowing that I have entertained so much foolishness, because, you know, I'm supposed to be better than that. And going into my 30s, I realized that I am better than that. I don't have to respond to things that's not true, especially if I know 100% fact that is not true, or if something is true. Like, I don't have to respond to it, because it's very childish, and life really is short. Like, I really feel like I was just 18 years old, and then I was just 25, and then I was just 27, and then I turned 28 last year, and now I'm 29, about to be 30 years old in January. So, you know, if you don't like your life, then create a new one. You know, you let your own self control your narrative. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my power back. I'm taking my control back in a lot of situations. And today was just a reminder for me that, you know, I'm on the right track. So, with that being said, you know, it's no secret we all have to, you know, die one day. And I just realized along the way that death can't be a bad thing, because we all have to go through it. And that's why I try my best to create as many good memories as possible with my kids, so that when the day that, you know, the good Lord does call me home, they can have something to remember me by. I'm starting to do more, like, things with my kids, more activities. You know, Camden, he's now playing basketball and football. Dion, he'll be doing some things that's coming up really soon too. I don't want to really, like, spoil it. And baby Drake, he's still, you know, small right now, but he won't always be small. So yeah, I'm not really gonna make this video too long. I'm gonna try my best to find as many pictures as I can to show you guys what he looked like, and if not, then I don't know. I'll probably just post it in another, you know, another video. I just want you guys to realize something. Like, when you're gone, you're gone. Like, you're not coming back. So if you were one of the ones that focus more on trying to make somebody's life miserable, or try to make their life a living hell by lying on them, or not telling a full truth of what really happened and took place, or just not really taking responsibility or accountability for anything, and just trying to, you know, just paint someone to be the worst individual in the world, and then something end up happening to you, there's nothing that you can do to turn back the hands of time. Once you're gone, you're gone. You know, you're only given one life, so live it to the best of your ability. yeah, and don't let nobody live your life for you, because you know they're not gonna let you dictate what goes on in their life. They're not gonna let you run their life or make any decisions, especially major decisions in their life. So take it from me, losing someone, I'm pretty sure we've all experienced losing someone, and it is like one of, you know, the hardest things in the world to deal with. And even after, you know, years to come, some days I don't think about my dad at all. Some days I do, especially when it gets around this time, you know, because I know his birthday is October 10th, you know. But for the most part, it's just a reminder that I'm on the right track. I've made the right decisions. I'm, you know, focusing on all positivity. I'm not looking at anything negative. I'm not focusing on anything negative. I don't care about anything negative. All I care about is enjoying the little time that I have left here on this earth. And I say little because even if I die at 100, that 100 years old, it's gonna come by extremely fast. So I'm about to end this video. Dang, I was trying to think of some more memories, but it's kind of like faint. Like I said, I didn't even realize today was the 10th because I've been so busy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, y'all.